How's it going, gamers? This is Dan here of what is to be the third season of Prison Architect and the second of Prison Architect Hardcore Survival. But for continuity purposes, welcome to what is episode 23 of Prison Architect and season 3 of Hardcore. Now, I've started a new prison and I've actually got myself set up with a few offices and whatnot just to get myself a little bit on the organized side. Now, I've set up some walls around the side, because you know I like to do that. Now I'm just going to lock these doors open for now because I've got some more building to do before I get into anything else. Now the first thing I'm going to want is of course my power station and a water pump station. Now I've just decided to whack these down because it took probably 4 episodes of my last season of Prison Architect to get anywhere, and well, I decided that was not worth waiting for today. So with any luck, I'll have myself set up with a couple of offices and have myself the basic areas to build a prison before I move into anything else. Now I'm taking it a little bit separately. I want to do separate buildings per prison this time. So as you can see, I've got offices set up here. I like keeping them in this corner, you know, I've done that before. I sort of built security into my last area. I don't want to do that just yet. I'm going to have a separate building for that kind of thing, maybe, you know, here even or here, since lawyers don't require an office yet, because as far as I know they're still broken or have no purpose, one of the two. But yeah, so first things first, I'm gonna get just the offices set up for now. I'll get my cells called in. I've got a few prisoners to call in. I know exactly who is joining me today, or hopefully today. It will be today for me, but you know, it could be 2 or 3 episodes in. I want to upload Prison Architect twice a week, hopefully with any luck, so it'll be 2 episodes per week, maybe 3 if I record too much. But you never know, I change it up every so often. I can never stick to a schedule, so that's looking good. Now, we don't need any water as far as I'm aware, 2 offices. So I'm just going to start putting down some of the main objects. I'll zone up offices as well. Can make use of the nifty new Alpha 11 tools, like this one, chair, staff door. Already put staff doors in because obviously staff only need to access these sorts of areas. I did a lot of research into Prison Architect as well, so I have a staff only suggestion for ways to, you know, get to and fro the prison and the delivery section without having the prisoners go there. So with that patch in Alpha 11, it'll be easy to do, and I'm going to try it later. But for now, I'm going to get offices set up, which means I need to cram them into a 4x4. They're 3x3, aren't they? No. You know what? I've done this wrong. Dang. Alright, you know what? We're going to do a quick demolition. And I have to replan it. I've actually done this wrong. This really bugs me. So these need to be... It needs to be 4x4 on the inside, which means it has to be 6x6 on the outside. Aww. Devastating. You know what? Let me fix this and I'll come right back. Alright, that should be a little bit more functional. But of course I made the rather silly mistake of pressing bulldoze instead of destroying everything else. So I, in essence, had to pay for both my pump and my power station. So be careful of that. Don't do that. Costs you 10 grand. I actually had to activate one of the contracts or the grants to get that back. But that's okay because I have the grants mod installed. So I have all of these I can worry about later. And that will earn me a lot more money in the future, so that's good. But after that little episode, we're going to get this fixed. And we're going to install some power there. And we'll extend it down to here. And we have all of our offices set up and ready to rock and roll. Just gonna wire them up with, let's give that power. It's cool, that should be enough. So these are my offices, and it is of course nearly nighttime on the second day. But that's okay, because I'm just gonna keep rolling. Office here and here. Now they occupy them by order of which you zone them. So the way I've zoned it, this one should technically be last. So that's, if it's done correctly, it should do it like that. So I'm gonna put, we have power. Put chairs in all the offices. Keep, you know what, I'll even do, nah, screw it, do the same layout for each of them. There you go, I need some office desks. See, this highlight tool is really awesome. You want the keyboard facing towards there. So everyone's happy with that, that's cool. It's going in that way. By the third season, you expect that I know which way the office desks are facing. I'm going to put the filing cabinet in the corner here. Oh, and I left a desk out. And that's a match. Filing cabinet there, etc. Of course, flip it on the other side. Very cool. Alright, so we're going to have to get ourselves in a warden for starters. I'll put him here. There we go. And while I'm at it, I'll start working on some bureaucracy stuff. Who would I prefer to have first? Give a real-time danger report. Don't really need that just yet. Account gives you financial reports. Maintenance. Psychological state. You know what? I'm just going to go with finance for now. I don't need really any of that now, but, you know, finance, considering I'm still building stuff and using money, would be pretty nifty to have pretty early on. So I'm also going to have to get some more capacitors running. I might get 3 for now. That should be enough power to run for a little bit longer. Now it's time for me to start working on my prison. Now there's a lot of things I'm going to do here, and I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it. First things first, I'm going to zone up a holding cell, which is this area here. Obviously, this is just so I can whack my prisoners in and go, here you go, there, do whatever, and roll with it. But I'm not really sure where I want to put the rest of my rooms. Whether I want to put stuff there, or I don't know. I should probably put, like, visitation down here or over here or something like that. I want to put rooms sort of close together because, you know, it gets cramped in here, and let's face it. Alright, so I'm just going to whack down a cell block. I'll start up here, so we'll go 20, 24. I'll go 31. How's that sound? 31 by 13? That's fair enough. I think that's cool. That's even symmetrical with the officers. That's cool. I can roll with that. No problems at all. I could have even extended that just for symmetrical purposes, but, you know, what's done is done. I can roll with this. Now, I'm putting in the holding cell and just getting a few basic areas set up, just so I have what I want for prison. Do I really want it that close to the entrance? Probably not. So I'll wait for it to finish, because otherwise I'll glitch it out. When it is done, I'll obviously have to dismantle the door and shuffle it back a little bit. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm sort of winging it, but I don't want to have any issues with it either. So I'll play around and hopefully find a mix that works. Now this is all going to be my, you know, security, visitation, anything that prisoners don't really need to go. I want to put them all in the same area. I don't want to have visitors go all the way over here. And because this hasn't even started yet, I can actually demolish that. You know what? It may have already started, so that was probably a mistake. That's fine. So give it 2 or 3. 2's fine. 2 block space. No, don't. Oh. Alright, you've just ruined it. So I'll have to dismantle this. Hopefully it builds, because I've kind of glitched it out and I'm worried that it's going to cause issues, but we'll see. Please return the jail door. It is there now. With any luck, that will all clean up and look good. He's hoping. Let's see. And that did not. So maybe I can cover that with something. Maybe like floor. I don't know, I'll sort that out. Now this is my holding cell, and I might put some... I've seen a couple of prisons now have actually put little cells inside their holding cell. I think that's a clever idea, so I might do that myself. So it's just a little something to get them out of the way a little bit. So if I zone that up like so, I can go rooms, holding cell. See, I might not even put a door on it because it's a holding cell. I'm going to put a bed or something in there. But then the holding cell can just have, like, little seats on it. So I think that'll work, I think. I hope. But I might just bring down the power source. If the room ends there, that shouldn't be there. That means I'll drag it down the middle of the room. So... You know what? That'll be fine, I think. Because there's no door on the cells, that should have no problem doing that. That's cool. Now, holding cell locks down at night the same way as any other cell, so there's no point doing it that way. As you can see here, they're all selected. Now, that's actually the planner covering up the beds just now. It's not how I want it. I want it there. And the toilet on the exterior side. So it's kind of like a bathroom as well in a way. That should work. I hope, fingers crossed, we will roll with it. Now, a shower head is not really something you put in a holding cell, but that's completely people's choice. I'll put one here, that's 2 blocks from the top, so 1, 2, I'll put another one here. And I could put one in the middle, but that kind of, you know, blocks the room, so... I don't know. I'm not going to have any more than 8 prisoners in there, so as long as everyone has a seat, that's fine. Maybe something else, like a phone booth or a TV or something? Sorry, I'll get rid of this planning section. It's probably annoying everyone. I really want to know if I can cover up that area. If I can cover it with grass, that would be fantastic. Because I don't want that there for the rest of eternity. Is that going to work? We'll see how it works. Ah, there we go. Perfect. So... Walk speed, fast, outdoor only. Perfect. That can be my little walkway. That'll look good. I want to put some little guard towers here, like I had last time. It's like the staff zone, and that'll look good. Now the doors are obviously locked open for now. They're not going to stay locked open. That would just be ridiculously stupid. But no, I've got plans, so I'll sort that out in the future. Now we've got some cells. We just need to get the pipes running. Now, obviously, large pipes, the way to go. I'm going to run this straight down, because then it becomes like a sort of a branch for any other sections of the prison. I'll just run it through like that. That's kind of a waste of money, because, you know, obviously, small pipes to there, but it's only beginning of the game, so I don't have an issue with that. Now, as well, just thought I'd mention as well, I'm also running the time-lapse feature here on Prison Architect, so I'm going to give that a whirl and show that off every so often. If I put in a door at the end of this, double door, or is it by 13? It's by 13, so I'll put a single jail door right in the middle. That way I can have a extension here on this side, and it'll be a cool-looking double-edged prison cell, because, you know, cells around the outside seems to be the general consensus of prison life in here, and really, with my double-sided, or my double-edged gates, I don't really have an issue doing that. So, what's wrong with my holding cell? What's wrong with it? It needs a toilet. That's probably, yeah. Okay, so they do need a toilet in the holding cell. I'll whack it in the corner. That can be the less interesting of the two sides. That's cool. Fine by me. Utilities. I can run a small pipe to there, so that's alright. Shouldn't be an issue. If it is, well, I can take it up with the warden. Speaking of warden, he has finished doing the accountant stuff. So if I purchase you, I'm trying not to waste all my money right away. Security, maintenance... what do you unlock? You unlock those guys. Prison labor. I'll need that eventually. I don't have prisoners yet. I don't need legal. You know what? Security. I'll go in order now. I don't need anything else. Hopefully I won't need health as early as my previous series. But you know how things roll with my prisoners. Hopefully I can fix that, because some people don't like seeing my prisoners as unhappy as I do. And considering I'm one of those prisoners, I know exactly how you feel. So I'm going to hopefully get that completely sorted out. And if not, well, at least let's try and avoid the 67 deaths from last season. Now, just based on assessment, I've got pretty much everything I will need. Except for a shower block. I need a shower block, so I'll go... Ooh, what should I go? I should have... probably... 13 again? I think I can do 13. 13 by... how many would you say? 8, 10, 13, 16... 23? If I can bridge that gap, that would be awesome. Remove that, put that there. So that's 23 by 13. That'll look good. I have an idea. Remember my what was it? It was my infirmary in my original prison. I had that line down the middle to separate the two sides of the infirmary. I might try that again and hope for the best. Now, if I can fit, I think it's 8 cells in here. That should be alright. Wow, this room's significantly larger than I remember it. That's alright. Oh no, that is alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay, that looks about right. That's pretty much exactly what I was hoping for. So, oh, starting to get a bit of lag, but that just means I have to fire one of my staff. There we go, that should have fixed it. There we go, yep. I can rehire him later, but for now I don't really need as many staff. Oh, it would be ideal, but I don't have that many, so I'll roll with what I've got. There we go, zoning this all up.